Bryan Malinowski taking center stage on Capitol Hill this week.
After months of questions surrounding the ATF search warrant that led to a deadly shootout, a House panel heard from the lawyer for the family of the former airport director.
And THV11's Ashley Godwin has been following the story since the shooting happened 2 months ago. Ashley, beyond the details from federal agents, there have been few answers over what built up to that morning.
The ATF affidavit said the reason for the search warrant on Bryan Malinowski was because he was selling guns without a license. But lawmakers say there are a few things they want answered after hearing the Malinowski attorney's testimony.
I mean, because we're talking ATF and because we're talking firearms and we're doing all those things, this is basically a licensing dispute.
Yes, sir, and it's a alleged violation that the definition is subjective.
On March 19th, before 6 a.m., ATF agents went to the door of Bryan Malinowski for a search warrant. This doorbell video provided by Malinowski's attorney is the only video known of the raid, showing agents approach the home and cover the camera. Since then, there have been questions if ATF used proper protocol during this. We know now they were not wearing body cameras, which is against ATF policy. But in a statement, the ATF said body-worn cameras is a phased implementation that has not started in Arkansas. The only other person who was there at the time was the wife of Bryan Malinowski, who attended the hearing, but she didn't speak. There were also questions about how the agents entered the home. While the affidavit said it was not a no-knock warrant, it's unclear if they knocked and how long they waited to enter.
So something less than 57 seconds is the time it took them to knock, if they knocked, but we don't know if they knocked, force entry on the front door, and for Mr. Malinowski to emerge, to wake up, find a gun, and come to the bedroom.
This all stems from whether or not Malinowski needed a license to sell guns. The family lawyer maintains he was a collector and within the law.
At some point, ATF suspected that Bryan Malinowski may have crossed a very murky line and he was no longer a hobbyist.
So you would say that if you purchase 142 firearms within a 4-year span as a former U.S. attorney, and you have evidence of 9 sales within that period of time, plus many other more weapons offered for sale, you would say, as you, not the ATF, as you, as the former U.S. attorney, that there is no probable cause to believe that this person is in the business of selling guns without a license?
I would agree that that could be probable cause.
Malinowski's lawyer and lawmakers are hoping to get these questions answered tomorrow. The ATF director is scheduled to give his testimony to the House Judiciary Committee, the first time we could hear the agency. Back to you.
Ashley, thank you. That meeting will start at 9 Central Time. ATF Director Stephen Dettelbach is the only witness expected to testify. We'll have those details for you tomorrow night.